All right, let's talk about something we all struggle with: how to get things done when you really don't feel like it. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty powerful mindset shift, moving away from waiting for that spark of inspiration and towards something way more reliable. You know the feeling, right? You've got this big thing you need to do: a project, an essay, even just hitting the gym. And you tell yourself, I'll get to it when I'm motivated. You're basically just waiting for this perfect wave of energy to show up. But what if that wave never comes? Yeah, it's a total trap. Relying on your mood to be productive is pretty much a losing game. Why? Because our feelings are all over the place. They change like the weather. When you hinge your progress on something that unreliable, you're not just procrastinating, you're basically giving up control over your own success. But there is a way out of this cycle. And no, it's not some magic trick for feeling motivated 24/7. It's about building a system that just works, whether you feel amazing, awful, or completely blah. So the solution really comes down to understanding this huge difference between motivation and discipline. See, motivation is a feeling. It's awesome when it's there, but it's flaky. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, that's a system. It's a commitment you make to your plan that works no matter how you feel. And let's be super clear, discipline isn't about being some kind of robot or pushing down your emotions. Not at all. It's simply the skill of saying, okay, I see you, feeling of not wanting to do this, and I'm going to follow my plan anyway. You're just separating your action from your emotion in that moment. And that's exactly why discipline is so powerful, because it's a skill, not something you're born with. Seriously, think of it like a muscle. Every single time you choose to follow your plan instead of your mood, you're doing a rep. You're making that muscle stronger. It's built on purpose through action, not by just sitting around waiting for a feeling. So, what are these feelings that get in our way? And why is it such a terrible idea to let them be the one in the driver's seat of our lives? Feelings like anxiety or sadness or even just plain old lack of motivation, they're totally normal. But here's the key: they are temporary. They're like visitors who show up, not permanent residents who own the place. When you tie your productivity to them, you give these fleeting emotions the power to completely derail your most important long term goals. And this really gets to the core of it. Your feelings are just data, but your plan, that's your map. A map doesn't change just because it starts raining, right? Your plan is your guide. It gives you a steady path to follow, even when your internal weather gets a little stormy. Okay, so how do we actually do this? It's really a simple three-step process. First, you have to create a clear, specific plan. Step two, just acknowledge how you're feeling without any judgment. Yep, feeling super unmotivated right now. Then step three, and this is the most important one, you execute the tiniest first step of your plan. Just start. And here's the crazy part, the big paradox of it all. We sit around waiting for motivation so we can take action. But the truth is, it's the other way around. Action is what creates motivation. Once you just start, once you check off that first tiny task, you build momentum. That little feeling of progress, that's what actually fuels the motivation you were waiting for all along. So I'll just leave you with this one thought. Think about all the goals, all the projects you've put on the back burner, just waiting for the right mood to strike. What could you actually get done? What could you achieve if you just stopped waiting to feel ready?